afternoon and welcome back to another episode of my FlossTube channel. It has been a few months, mainly because I submitted my thesis and finished my honours, which is exciting. Went through master's applications and interviews and was able to enroll in a master's program of professional psychology, which is exciting, and I'll start that next week. Got COVID for Christmas and then had a chest infection for New Year's. So it's been a bit of a while, but here we are. For those of you who are new, my name's Janine, my pronouns are she, they, and I'm coming to you from the land of the Awabakal people on the east coast of Australia, also known as Newcastle. I am a cross stitcher and I've stitched for a few years. And today's just going to be a most likely very brief update on my projects pretty much since October last year, if not early November. So I will try and get them as detailed from what I can remember as possible. All I can say is I have one new start, two new starts and finishes. Since the update, they weren't done in the one stitching session, and then just some updates on a couple of the works in progress that I had. So can't comment on how long the video will go for, but you know, if you're like me, you like bite-sized chunks. So here we go. I might start with my finishes, my two starts and finishes. So the first one is a pattern by Plum Street Samplers, and it is called Cowpile. So this is it. I stitched this with everything called for, so weeks, maybe classic colorworks and gentle art perhaps. So all variegated threads. I, for some reason, have had a recent fascination with cow patterns, and once I saw this pattern, I could not resist. So I have stitched this on a 32 count even weave, and it was a fabric of the month by PaddockLaneDesigns. It is stitched 2/2, and this was so fun. Everyone at work was really keen on seeing its progress because I would bring it in for lunches and like a wellness hour. Thinking of putting it and finishing it fully finishing it, as a pillow, but I have yet to do that. So we will see how I go. If I could name them, from the top to the bottom would be Daisy, Checkers, and Barcode, because why not? All right, so my first start and finish. My second one is, so we're in the Southern Hemisphere here, and last month, a couple of weeks ago, was Lunasa or Lammas, which is a weekend Sabbath. So I stitched the freebie from the primitive Hare. I'm trying to do them as the Sabbats come on. But you'll have noticed from my finish parades rather that I had already done two. So I'm going to try again as best as I can to continually go from, depending on the time of the year. Anyways, so this is the Primitive Hares pattern, the freebie on their blog called Lammas. This is it here. So I did not stitch this called for. I substituted my own colours. The red here is a Cottage Garden Threads cross Mojo Stitches blend called Leatherbound. And the yellow is, honestly, I think it's another Cottage Garden Threads / Mojo Stitches called Gilt, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So, and I did the letters with another Cottage Garden threads and Mojo stitches as well, which I will have to confirm because I'm not entirely sure. So this I stitched, I'm most likely in 2 days, I think. So that's this one. It was really fun, very quick, very small. And again, would love to make it into a pillow. Will I? That's another story. Okay, they're my 2 starts and finishes. I have had also a new start, which is this thing. After the Rain. It is a pattern by Hello from Liz Matthews. I've stitched this with some of the called for colours in the original pattern. I'm only doing it 3 by 3, so 9 little rainbows, and this is where I'm up to. The fabric again is the same one actually as the cow pile. So the fabric of the month by PaddockLaneDesigns. I've stitched this 2/2. Now in hindsight, I wish I stitched these with different LGBTQIA plus flags, because I think this would go great in my counselling office. So I'm most likely going to redo this pattern and just do a conversion for every flag, because I'm wanting my space to be as inclusive of an environment as I can, plus being part of the community myself. But so that's where this one's at. Now for my other whips, there's only 3. So I will start with this one. So this is a kit called Still Life with Mushrooms. It is a Luca S anchor kit, which I am very proud to say don't like stitching with anchor. Don't know if I'm proud to say that. I'm confident that I can say don't like stitching with anchor, but alas, here we are. So this is what the pattern will look like when it's finished. This is where you saw it last time. And this is where I'm up to now. So apologize for the excessive use of needle minders, but apparently I need them. This is where I'm up to now. So from the last time you saw it, I would have added some of this extra green and all of this here on the this side here. This is stitch 2/2 on a 32 count PaddockLaneDesigns fabric again called Parchment. It's actually a really very nice sort of plain neutral. And again, hindsight, probably could have stitched it this way, but you know, here we are. Okay, next one is one that I actually worked on today. So we had our monthly Stitchy meetup today, and I thought I would not work on my usual, which is the mushroom, and I thought that it would be awesome to try pump out one of my other whips. So I worked on, and I've actually done quite a lot since my last video on this. It's Sakura by Autumn Lane Stitchery. So the completed pattern will look like this when it's done. This is what it was when you saw it last. And this is where it's up to now. Done quite a lot. So last time you saw it, I was working on this bottom part here, which I have mostly completed, except for the gaps there because I ran out of that color. And I have finished, or what it was from last time, as you can see, is I worked on from here up. So done the face. I'm starting and completing the sun part here. So Just the colours and everything in this fabric is divine. So this is stitched on a opal, 28 count opal Lugana, and it's a BeStitchMe fabric from the Friday Night Fight Night. And it just complements the colour so well. It's because it's an even weave, the dye doesn't hold as brightly, which honestly, I don't want it to take away from the entire stitchy piece. So I think couldn't be perfect. Couldn't be more perfect, to be honest. So today, actually, I worked on, you can see I'm sort of stopped there. I did all of this yellow here and here, and then started this part here as part of this meetup. And that's Sakura by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Now, my final work in progress, I have made abysmal progress. And it is the pattern by Blackbird Designs, Away We Ride. So this is what it would look like completed. This is what it looked like last time. And this is where I'm up to. As you can see, not much of a difference. All I've really done is added this little part of the flower. So I stitched this mostly over the last few months on a Wednesday between 1 and 2 o'clock because we did a Wellness Wednesday at work. So I bought this stitching pattern where they would allow us to just choose what we wanted to do. And as a stitcher, and you get a chance to stitch, you usually do it any chance you can. So that's what I did. Now this is stitched 1/1, called for threads. It is on a 40 count Tornado fabric by FoxandRabbit. And I just love, I said it before and I'll say it again, fabric is incredible. I would love to see what else I could do with, if I have any left over, which I'm hoping I will. Oh. Okay, so that is all of the updates I have for you at this stage. I'm very much a planner, however, not a planner when it comes to cross stitching, because when I get to the time or the day, quite often I don't feel like stitching on what I plan to do, and I'd prefer to just do what feels right in the moment and sort of intuitively choose what I want to work on, particularly because I don't want to have any plans, because I'm also going back to uni next week, so I don't know what that then means for my stitching. So no promises, but one thing I do plan on doing is a quick little Nashville needlework marketplace shopping list. I've only bought one pattern so far, and I've honestly already bought the threads, the beads and everything for it, but that could be another little maybe reel or something, because it's not going to take much time to be a full sort of floss tube video. But yeah, thanks for tuning in for this very brief 15-minute or so episode. If you have any questions, comments, or any feedback at all, would love to have a chat, have a yarn in the comments or even on my Instagram. I don't get notifications on my Instagram because I've blocked the notifications, but when I go into the app, I'll see that they're there. Well, thanks for tuning in this Sunday, 18th of February, and I will catch you all, hopefully not in 2 months, hopefully a bit sooner than that. Bye.